This is the best signing of the summer, and Real Madrid got their business done very early. And that where you see right there where it says CM5, I feel like CM doesn't do him justice because he's everywhere. And we gave him his very deserved flowers last week because he was so good in match day 1 and then backs it up in match day 2. He's got so many weapons in his arsenal. But he can do anything that he wants.
You have to put yourself in his shoes just for a second, right? You go for a crazy amount of money. You're still a young man, right? You're playing for Real Madrid, which brings its own weight of responsibility and then your price tag, right? And your age. You go away from home against a team you should beat, and you go down 1-0. That pressure is a different kind of pressure. That pressure makes you think, oh, man, I've got to do something. I'm the guy that's got to do something now. He misses a chance early on with his head. He kind of just gets it wrong. It looks awkward. And I'm thinking, oh, man, you know how easy it is at that point as a player to just go in and say, okay, today's not my day? Instead, he keeps getting forward, keeps playing well, gets the first goal that was a little bit lucky, a little bounce off. And then the second goal he scores is tremendous. The run through like a train from midfield, it's impossible to pick up for the defenders. And then put your head there. I know you would probably do something crazy like that, but me, I don't put my head where the goalkeeper's punching. And just the courage, the bravery, the talent that he brings already, you can see at an early stage is pretty incredible.
Well, what's astonishing is that Real Madrid are not playing with a 9, a traditional striker. So when Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo play high as two, almost like two withdrawn strikers, two wingers that come upside, but there's no one in the center. So as an attacking midfielder, now the center backs are focused on Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. because they're so good 1v1. When you make that late run out of midfield, typically center backs are not in position to deal with that run, or they're late. And that's where he's taking advantage of that space, whether it's balls whipped in or just the late run out of midfield.
And that's the biggest question mark with Real Madrid at the moment. It doesn't seem, with the market closing imminently, it doesn't seem like they're going to go after another 9. Joselu is their option off the bench. Maybe we do find it, right?
Maybe they get Benzema. Mbappe at the end of the transfer window. Possibly.
Look, it's, as of now, it might be a problem going forward. Jude Bellingham can only do so much. He's been great in these first 2 match days, but Vinicius is better out wide, and Vinicius is better working off of a 9. Not that he's not drifting out wide now, because naturally he will, and Rodrigo as well, and Jude kind of is omnipresent in that attack and in defense and recovery. But it'll be interesting to see if Joselu ever starts, who from the midfield you take out, because you're not benching Rodrigo or Vinicius, right? And you're not benching Bellingham. So who in the midfield is the one that takes a backseat? Right now, Valverde's been playing. So it's a pretty intricate puzzle that Carlo Ancelotti has to work with, because you're changing your system. You're going to change Bellingham's position. If you go back to a 4-3-3, what has given you so much success over the last couple of seasons. So I'm super happy for him.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid, I think, have to. I don't know if this is a long-term thing where they're playing without a 9.
Well, Toni Kroos would probably come out, and he showed at times where he doesn't track back or isn't quick enough to make that recovery run. And they got exposed with his lack of ability to get back because he doesn't have the legs like he used to. And Luka Modric and Toni Kroos are kind of interchangeable with that.
But then Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde, Jude Bellingham, who do you sit?
No, you can't. Well, listen.
Whoever's not in form.
4-4-2, right?
But they're all in form. They're all amazing.
We've seen 4-4-2. Everyone said that was the best formation ever. 2 strikers, right? Then we've seen 1 striker now, right? And everyone's like, oh, you play with the big center forward, you get the wingers, you play 4-3-3. Maybe now we're going to see Ancelotti invent no strikers, right? With 2 wingers wide and then all these runs from the midfield. It's been done before. You know, Roma's played that way and gone pretty far in the Champions League with Francesco Totti being the 9, but not on paper, but not
like
really being.
False 9, but that's not what Jude Bellingham is.
And same with.
No, he's just a midfielder running from the midfield, yeah. But
it's
can you imagine being a center back and not 2 center backs and having no forward to mark? It's tricky as well.
Yeah.
It's tricky because you don't know. You get caught ball watching, like they bring us up a great point. Vinicius is coming out the right, you're ball watching here, and then all of a sudden you're getting these runners that you can't account for. It's a lot of math you have to do last second pretty quick.
While you're flat-footed,
Yeah.
and he's balls in behind.
You get two runners from the midfield and you don't pick them up properly. It's difficult.
I'm excited to watch Jude Bellingham. He carries himself with this sense of excellence, an air of just, he's majestic. He is.
I love how he describes.
But you know why? Because
Like
he's a gentleman. He's
Greek
so
god.
young, and his head is placed on his shoulder so well. When we spoke to him after the Dortmund-Chelsea loss, he needs to assume that role. We spoke to him, and he was so smart and eloquent, and in defeat, he was graceful. And he has all of these characteristics of a smart young man that knows the responsibility that the Real Madrid shirt holds. And that's why I use these adjectives, because when you show up to the Santiago Bernabeu, it's a coliseum. You need to carry yourself with that air of grace and of confidence and of leadership.
I want to find somebody that talks about me the way you talk about.
Seriously.
Jude
But
Bellingham.
it's true, man.
Dang.
There was something that we saw in him in
Majestic.
Dortmund.
All right.
Majestic. Okay, speaking of majestic, let's